Okay. That was a good video overall. Now, let's move on to another awful thing. Let's move on to friend of the show, Noah Samson's latest video on one of the absolute worst people in the Manosphere. He found a new psycho, and I wanted to see it.
I see a lot of videos for women on YouTube on how to get a so-called hourglass body, wider hips and bigger breasts essentially. They will tell you to work out, do plastic surgery, go on unnatural diets, and so on. All of this is bullshit. There's one solution to all of your problems: pregnancy. The reason you look the way you look is because you did not get pregnant right after you started menstruating. No matter how old you are as a guy, you would have to be severely mentally ill not to find a 15-year-old girl attractive.
Hello everyone, welcome back to this place, my channel. I'm Noah, and I'm here with a very special guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm special.
Special guest.
I am extra special. I'm actually the Queen of England.
She's alive. They did stem cell, and she's a YouTuber now.
Yep, Queen Lizzie here today, also known as Tara Mooknee.
So as you guys know, in this place, we like to find sort of weird, strange guys, and I'll show them to you, and I point at them, and I say, why? You know, I say like, what, this guy's weird, what's his deal?
Why do men?
Yeah, we look at weird guys, and today we're gonna just do that again because that's what it's, you know, it's part of the deal.
We're
so
pursuers of weird guys, right? Like
collector, what's the word? You know the word?
Yes, I was thinking sommelier. You know, when they taste the wine.
Yeah,
we taste the men.
No, that man is not fucking. That guy that he found is not memeing. Okay. One of the wonderful inventions of the internet is that there is just unlimited access to some of the worst weirdos on the fucking planet.
Right. We put a little bit of the guy in the cup, we swirl it around, and then we give it a whiff, and then we have a sip. Most of the time, doesn't taste great. You think this guy?
Shit.
This is a very fine specimen. It's been aged in Scandinavia or somewhere.
And oh my god, he's so weird.
Easily like one of the weirdest.
So weird.
Yeah.
In Spain, 20 years ago, the age of consent was 12.
Police! Help! Police!
How did these motherfuckers get away with like making arguments that are pro pedophilia? Like, there's no other way to describe what this motherfucker's doing than, oh, that's just like a pro pedophile content creator. You know what I mean? How is that even like? First of all, how can you be so confident when you're advocating for pedophilia? Like, Jesus Christ.
Help! Help!
The guy we're looking at is called. You want to try that?
Oh, giving me the hard job.
Spheriga.
Syringe.
Syringe.
No, it's Spheriga.
Syringe, but with a 3.
SV3 Riga. Is it supposed to be like savage?
Maybe. Tim Paul with a red t-shirt on.
Yes.
Without the beanie. Scandinavian Tim Paul.
Scandinavian bald man. What kind of YouTuber is this? Like a...
I would describe him as a man raised by wolves. He is very into his raw meat. He despises vegans.
Eating raw organs at a New York City vegan restaurant. Bro, that hairline is doing numbers, though. Like, oh man, maybe you should put the meat down a little bit. What the fuck?
Most viewed videos, if you look, are sort of vegan cringe compilations, videos about how unhealthy vegans are, you know, which is just not necessarily true. I'm vegan, and don't you think I look healthy? I don't look emaciated.
No, you look good. You were throwing up and like levitating earlier. Well, was that from the?
That wasn't from the veganism.
Oh, okay.
That was from
just like radiation.
Yeah, radiation.
British tap water.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, veganism. I mean, making that your thing, making fun of veganism.
Dude, this is the funniest thing. I love eating meat, but like if someone was just like straight fucking eating like identifiable organs in front of me raw, I would be disgusted by it. I eat meat every fucking day. Okay? I'm a big advocate. All right? But that is so insane. It's like, ah, stupid vegans. They are so stupid and triggered. I am Spheriga. It's like, bro, yeah, you're eating literally raw meat in a public area with like blood everywhere. That's nasty as fuck. What's wrong with you? That's just, you're just like free bleeding. You're free bleeding, but not a feminist, I guess. Okay, not a rad fem.
A little.
Yeah, it's low hanging fruit, and also, you know, I can't imagine.
Yeah, this man took I'm a Steakman Darcy to like a totally new level that no one should be at.
Dead animal in the woods whilst screaming about how women shouldn't have sex is healthy for you either.
Worked out for Jordan Peterson. A woman can't get better at sex, so there's the skill ceiling.
Why? This guy is not a sex haver. What the fuck does he know about a women getting better at sex?
Is low, or I don't.
Is it like when, you know how you're either born being able to do this or not?
You're either born with or without a gag reflex, and some people just, they don't have it.
You know
Yeah.
that apparently you either can or you can't learn how to do it. So maybe that's what he's saying, like there's a threshold in skill. Women just aren't good at sex. Or
Either you
they're
got
so
it-
good that they can't get any better. Maybe it's gonna be a nice video.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna be like, I love sex and I love women, and they can't get any better because they're too good. They're perfect. Yeah, that's probably it.
Let's be optimistic.
Let's see.
I got an email from a girl in her 20s who was offended by my
Lies.
video called Sex Equals Marriage. She had a failed relationship and she tried to explain to me how she is now more experienced at sex, as in something good came out of it.
Wait. His little laugh. His little girl.
Reminds me of like a Tommy's laugh in the room where he's like, ha ha. What a story, Mark.
What a story, Mark.
I just don't believe that any woman like saw this dude's content. Okay, I just don't see that. Like, there's no shot a woman has ever, like, this dude has ever reached a woman's algorithm. Okay.
Listen carefully. All women must understand
Women.
this. What do you think is the most unattractive and off-putting thing you could possibly say to a guy?
That women are good at sex. They don't like that. They want them to be bad at sex.
Yes, they want to be good at sex. They want the girl to be bad at sex and to not have sex until they have sex with them.
Yeah, because then it will definitely be good with them, right?
Yes.
Not had any practice.
Right.
The most unattractive and off-putting thing you could possibly say to a guy. That you are good at sex. To us, this only means one
What? What the fuck? No, it's like, what? No, that's the opposite, man. What the fuck? Why is he saying that? That's how insecure this man is. He's like, oh, if you're good at sex, that means you've had a lot of sex, right? And we don't want you to have a lot of sex. Okay, what if she only fucked one dude? But like a lot. What if she like had like a super long-term relationship and like, you know, I don't know, still a lot of sex? I guess like he doesn't want that. It's the opposite. No one wants a person who has no idea. Yeah, literally. What the fuck? This is so stupid.
thing. You're a slut and you're worthless.
Oh my gosh.
0 to 100.
He's filming the force simply because he's a registered sex offender. Yeah, I don't understand how he was able to go to New York. I guess like Interpol really fucked up on that one. They didn't inform the local authorities on you know, a pedophile on the loose. Really not cool, Sweden. Okay, figure it out.
Didn't it?
So unless he's saying that he's bad at sex, he's a slut and he's worthless,
Exactly.
right? So it's one or the other.
Noah, you know what I think it is?
Huh.
I think this might be a double standard.
What's that?
So it might just apply to women.
Okay.
Typical
How
women
come?
behavior,
'Cause
dude.
women
Double
suck.
standard.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
not real. That's not real. You're a woman. Typical woman alert. Typical common woman L. Double standard. Okay, dude.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hate women.
Right. Oh no, we're wearing different clothes. Whoa, you're so surprised. You know what's coming. Today's video is sponsored by It's sponsored by who's my sponsor this? It's sponsored by Scentbird.
Okay, skipping that.
Cedarwood and sand. I guess deal available. Okay, with Scentbird. All right. Now. Whoa. Okay.
Whoa, we're back. How did we get here?
Change of clothes, change of day,
It's almost like I live here.
change of shave.
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite. So they're dating? Where is the chatter? Immediately. They change clothes. They must be dating. First of all, I don't know if they are, but why? What's it to you, even if they are? What's wrong with you? Like, Dude, you can only on Twitter. I mean, only on the internet do you look at a fucking like video about the Manosphere and like people talking about misogyny and shit. Immediately, the first thing that comes to mind is like shipping. It's so weird.
Yeah, I shaved too.
You got the 5 o'clock shadow. Nice.
yeah.
Well, hey, okay, let's keep watching this guy, I guess.
I still feel as if we have so much to learn from him.
Yeah, class is in session.
She's
Woman's
a lesbian
purpose.
though. I see. Well, notice how I didn't make any inferences, and I don't know, and I don't care regardless. There you go.
What is it? We're gonna find out.
That's why we're here.
I want to know what my purpose is.
I do too. I want to know what all this crap is all about. All this women crap.
I see a lot of videos for women on YouTube on how to get a so-called hourglass body, wider hips and bigger breasts essentially. They will tell you to work out, do plastic surgery, go on unnatural diets, and so on. All of this is bullshit. There's one solution to all of your problems: pregnancy.
Ah!
All of them.
Uh-oh. This is essays in the chat. Essays in the chat alert. Wee woo, wee woo. This is untrue too. It's cultural. Ironically, Sweden is generally the opposite of what this dude says, but China used to be exactly the preference this dude is preaching. I think it's changing in the urban centers more recently, but it's still cultural. Don't impose your view on it. I hate when lefties become like righties, though, where they impose their own view onto everyone else. It's so silly. These things are variable from population to population. My man. He's talking about fucking 15-year-olds. Are you okay? He's talking about having sexual intercourse with 15-year-olds, man. As like a fully developed, full-grown adult. You good? Don't do fucking cultural relativism in your fucking essay about like fucking 15-year-olds. What the fuck?
Think of any problem in your head right now that's going on in your life. Just like pregnancy.
I'm a bit behind on my accounting.
Right.
Pregnancy.
Baby.
I could get more sleep. Pregnancy.
Notoriously helps you sleep.
Right, and having a baby notoriously helps you sleep.
Yes.
What problems do you have, Noah?
Just depressed.
Actually, he's not even saying 15-year-olds, actually. He's saying do it when they start menstruating. Like, do it when they first start bleeding. As in, like, that could be as early as, like, 10.
Bad hygiene, poor decision-making.
Pregnancy.
Okay, cool.
Pregnancy.
Yeah, great. That's so exciting.
The reason you look the way you look is because you did not get pregnant right after you started menstruating.
No. That's not good.
When does somebody start menstruating?
I started when I was 12. So by his logic, I should have gotten pregnant at 12. When I was a literal child.
You look the way you look.
You look the way you look.
I would look so different if I had a baby at 12.
Yeah, there'd be a child.
12.
There'd be a 14-year-old.
No, you would die. Like, you would die. That's the other thing. Like, carrying a pregnancy to term at the age of 12 is a death sentence. So there's that other side too. Like
14-year-old behind the camera.
Listen to like Nirvana. What do 14-year-olds do? I don't know.
Not Nirvana, it'd be like
BTS.
Yeah, I mean I listen to BTS.
Right. So you guys could listen together.
Oh, that'd be cute. Maybe I do want a kid. Maybe I do want a 14-year-old kid.
You can't listen to BTS with a baby, really. Idiots.
Yeah. I'm actually going to a BTS club night tomorrow, so I could have brought my 14-year-old son.
Yeah.
Your menstruation is literally your body, nature, God, if you're religious, telling you to have children now.
It almost makes me think, Noah, I don't want to be presumptuous, but it almost makes me think he's veering towards noncery.
Noncery. So the British translation that means like
pedophilia.
A good way to say it in a YouTube friendly way is PDF files. PDF files, like PDF files.
Ah.
I mean, objectively, recommending impregnation to 12-year-olds is you're getting pretty close. You're getting pretty close to being PDF files.
Every woman on earth that did not get pregnant when she was supposed to now looks different than she should, which means that most women in Europe and North America don't look the way they are supposed to.
How are they supposed to look? What's this hypothetical? Is this like what's in your jerk journal? How they look in manga porn?
Yeah, he's like, I've seen what they look like after they get pregnant at 12 and then they grow older. I'm just saying, they look pretty good.
I know the truth.
Don't check my hard drives.
Oh God, someone, should.
The looks are one thing, but there's a much bigger problem that most women have no clue about. Your body stops growing at around the age of 18. Growth is not only your height, your body goes through a lot of changes, and one of them is that it tightens and stays that way for life.
I don't like the use of the verb tightens.
Does he mean it? You get tight abs.
You get leaner.
Yeah, for the rest of your life. That doesn't.
I think he's talking about
Something else.
the birth hole.
The birth hole.
It's my YouTube-friendly way of saying it. The birth hole.
Yeah, the birth hatch. The
Hatch. Nest.
You've probably been told all of your life that childbirth is very painful, right? It actually isn't.
Dude, okay, dude. What? Bro, this is awesome. I mean, this is straight up like, okay, this is what you get when you unironically have just never even wanted to talk to a woman to learn about like anything about women, okay? Like, he was like, books, I do not read. I do not read the book. And then, but like, you could have accidentally arrived at the truth about any of these particular instances, any of the particular subject matter that you're describing, like on accident. And he was like, no, I live in the woods. Pregnancy, actually very not painful. All the women's are making it up when they're screaming.
What? What's that sound effect? Oh? That's Scooby-Doo. The people that have it in their videos a lot where they go, oh?
I don't know.
Or bruh.
That's your bruh. Son. Bruh. It's like, bruh.
The birth hole. You're complaining that it hurts to put a human out of your Nuna, and this guy says it doesn't hurt, so shut the fuck up. Stop complaining.
They should show this in maternity wards across the nation. Like a woman's like, maybe I don't know what women do when they're pregnant. Like they're like, I need some maybe painkillers, and then they just like, nurse, turn on the TV, and then it goes to it's like,
It does not.
It actually doesn't hurt. You're just being a baby, and you should have done this earlier, you whore, or whatever.
When you were 12.
You would be so much more attractive.
You shouldn't have done,
But like, he thinks 12-year-olds are hot. So technically, even if like a 12-year-old gets pregnant and then like, has a child at the age of like 14, I can't believe I'm even making light of this subject matter, but it's so gross. But like, he wouldn't even find them attractive anyway because they're no longer 12 because he's a pedophile. You know what I mean? Like, it's already past the point of like attractiveness for him because he's a pedophile. You know what I mean?
Your SATs or GCSEs or SATs or whatever, you should have been popping out them infants. Don't go to school. Pop out babies.
Don't play Fortnite. Don't play with dolls. Just reproduce. Further the human race. For that is your purpose.
Grim.
Childbirth is very painful, right? It actually isn't, but it is for most women in the West, and that's because they give birth almost 15 years too late. You have to understand that.
What? What? What is he saying? Wait. Average age of first-time mothers in the U.S. 26. 26-year-olds are 15 years too late to giving birth. My man said, get the birthing, 11-year-old girl. Why is this creep in the woods? Thank God he's in the woods and nowhere near humans. Can you imagine this guy being in public, dude? Leave him in the woods.
From nature's perspective, you are seen as a loser.
Is that what happens when you give birth? Like Mother Nature appears and she's like, psych.
Yeah.
You are seen as a loser, and that's why you will be punished with pain. This is why you have to give birth when you are young and flexible. Your hips will widen very easily when giving birth, and you won't have to go through those painful contractions that women who give birth at an unnatural age go through.
I don't think that's true.
No?
I have a feeling that's not true.
Yeah. I'm no scientist, but
I'm not either.
pretty sure when you're a child, having children.
I know we're not scientists, we're not biologists, we're not doctors, but I'm pretty sure he isn't either, Noah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty fucking
You
sure.
see his leather jacket? though?
Leather
I did a
gloves
thing that
Yeah.
and his
fucking
beanie, and he's in the woods. If you have a doctor who's like, hey, come to the woods with me and I'll treat you, don't go. He's not legit.
Bro, I swear to God, I've never seen someone make such a fucking valid argument for the death penalty. Like, I know I talk against, capital punishment and all, but oh my Lord, like I've never seen someone just straight up be like, no, like I think that, execution by the state is actually appropriate in like a very, very small fraction of instances, which is, this is the instance.
You won't have stretch marks, your breasts will be much bigger, because you will be pregnant while you are going through puberty, which is how it's supposed to be. It will give you an extra boost, so to speak.
An extra boost, like a booster seat, because some 12-year-olds are so fucking short that they still need a booster seat because they're fucking children.
Yeah, you need a booster seat for your child and a booster seat for your grandchild. Like,
Whoa, I can't believe this is real.
This is how you actually naturally get an attractive body as a woman.
it's such a like bro science idea. The concept of like, while you're going through puberty, that's when your breasts are growing. So if you get pregnant, that's like double boobies. Wow, this is so cool. But we're talking about children. I don't even... No, it's like such a like. That's the way you can get your body.
That's the thing.
I can't do the. I can't do the voice. I can't do like the fuckboy voice because we're talking about children.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel fun to joke
Shame
about.
on you for
yeah,
being a
dude.
pedo adjacent because now we can't actually joke about what you're
Yeah,
saying
this
because
is
it's
just
just
sad. It's not even funny.
twisted.
The media teaches women
He's
to
not even pedo adjacent, he's a pedophile.
be promiscuous. The schools teach them to use protection.
So, what was that laugh after protection?
And why is protection in quotes? Like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
As his dick is like falling off screen because he has like 400 STDs. He's like protection. They always say use protection. It's not natural to get rid of your STDs. They're in there for a reason.
It's not like Henry VIII had syphilis.
Did he?
Apparently.
Ah, is that why he like did all that weird shit? Didn't he like
making a church so he could get divorced?
Oh, is that what he did?
That's what he did.
Famously. Chopping their heads off was too much of a burden. Which I think he still ended up doing it anyway, though, right? Like before Henry VIII, they were like, we just chop him off. You know what I mean? We just chop their heads off whenever we're bored, and then we need a new wife. But then I think he still ended up doing it regardless. And that's the foundation of the Church of Church of England.
Did. That's actually kind of a power move, in fairness to him.
Yeah, it's a good like excuse or whatever.
Yeah, maybe that's what we should do. We should just start a religion so we could give this guy a wedgie. That can be like, no, it's our religion and you've got to respect it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for like a Crusades light. Crusades one dose. Like a single Crusades for this guy. Where we just get him and we just put him in a Crusades type jail.
6 women, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived? What do you mean? You made it seem like one of them got beheaded and then survived. One of Henry VIII's wives famously got beheaded and survived the beheading. It was pretty crazy. No, that's not true.
Jail. Like a chain.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we did not document our birth dates as we do now. Most people didn't know how old they are because naturally it's irrelevant.
I know.
On the day
I know it's the outcomes for all 6 different wives, Chad. I'm kidding. God.
a girl got her first period is usually when she lost her virginity and got impregnated.
Got impregnated. Love the phrasing there. And when I say I love it, I mean I fucking hate it.
You got to be impregnated.
Yeah, that sounds like some Handmaid's Tale shit. Secondly, the way he's like, age wasn't relevant. Yeah, that's because, like, grown men would marry girls. And I'd like to think we've evolved from that.
Nope.
I think he disagrees.
Well, I disagree with him.
And I also disagree with him. I don't disagree with you disagreeing.
2 against 1, so we're right.
Right.
Right?
Right.
We're right, right?
Nobody cares
Turns out this guy also, who ate a raw pig's head at a vegan festival, stabbed 4 of his classmates at school. Just, why is he not in jail? What's going on?
about her exact age because it didn't matter up until today. I'll give you some examples. In Spain, 20 years ago, the age of consent was 12.
No.
Hold on.
No. Don't. Stop right. No.
We can't.
No.
PDF files.
I don't like where this is going. No, I really don't.
Who could have seen this coming? Him talking about age of consent.
No, but it's so mask off. That's the thing. Because before, I think he had like plausible deniability. He could have just been like, I'm just talking about biology. Whereas now he's literally advocating for something I really don't like.
Okay, my second argument here is that perhaps Scandinavian, Swedish prisons are too open. What's going on? Why is he in, or Latvian prisons, I guess, wherever the fuck he did the stabbing? What's happening there? He should probably be in jail, right?
I don't like this at all, but let's see what he's got to say.
Let's hear him out, okay? He's been reasonable thus far.
In Spain, 20 years ago, the age of consent was 12. It was changed to 16 some years ago. In Italy and Germany, it was...
He's like sad. He's talking about it as though it's a negative. You know what I mean? Yes, it was 12 some years ago, and then the party poopers turned it into 15 or 18. Boo.
Also 12 for ages. In Italy, it is 14 now. Not that much has changed there. In Canada, up until 2008, it was also 14. Artificial marriages with a contract usually happen between the ages of 9 and 12, all around the earth.
What?
He keeps going lower. How far is it?
He's left me speechless. I usually can't shut the fuck up, but I'm actually speechless right now.
He's just going down and down and down. It's like there's some schools of thought that say 14. Other places, 12. Certain parts of the world, and depending on who you are and what you're up to, 9. My personal take, like...
I know we're joking, but like...
It's extremely fucked up. It's skin crawling.
Nowadays we have mind control programs such as To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it.
Wait. All this liberal propaganda about how pedophilia is bad.
No.
Mind control program.
Bro, I've never seen someone come out and just be such a fucking staunch advocate for pedophilia. This is the most libertarian man on the planet, dude. No one touches how libertarian this man is. I mean, homie just straight... What the fuck? Homie just straight up is... He's not... I don't think he's trolling, chat. I do not think he's trolling. I think he found what he loves, and that is advocating for pedophilia on the internet.
I think he's gonna say it. I think he's just gonna full on say it, Noah. I think that's gonna be the ending.
I don't know where else this builds up to.
Because he's already gone so far. Like, where else is there to go apart from just saying, Jimmy Savile's my idol? You know what I mean? Like...
I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Men get caught for wanting to sleep with 15-year-old girls. Yet in Europe, the age of consent is 14 to 15 in most countries. And that's simply because even the governments here understand that no matter how old you are as a guy, you would have to be severely mentally ill not to find a 15-year-old girl attractive.
What? All right. Shut it down. We gotta call the embassy.
Oh, he said it. He said it. And not the other way around.
You have to be severely mentally ill not to be a pedophile. I mean, I'm not in like the words or violence camp, you know? But goddamn, like if there was ever if there was ever fucking proof that like maybe some people should go to jail for things that they've said, seriously, this is it. This video has made me unwind like 8 different aspects of my worldview about the criminal justice system and how it operates. Like, straight up, I'm like pro police brutality on that guy. I'm pro permanent fucking indefinite detention for that guy. I'm pro solitary confinement for that guy. I'm all on board for like the most punitive, most draconian, polemist thought. Throw him in the volcano type thing. It's wild because it's like, it's so weird because he's so serious about it. Like, he's just like describing all of these things with the utmost severity.
Because if you said it the other way around, be like, it's an illness being attracted to, and you should be not near young people.
Like if he said the opposite of what he said, it would be good.
It should be treated like sickness. Normal. I don't know, man. That was way darker than I was expecting.
My soul is like drained from my body.
I feel sad now. Like,
I feel a little sick.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to even. How do we outro this? We say like, someone come kill us.
Yeah. I was gonna say thank you for having me on your channel, but I actually no.
I'll just get in front of that and say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to see this dude's channel now. Like I need to investigate this dude further. What is this, Sverige? What is a woman documentary thought? First of all, when you first look at this dude's channel, he's got 97.5 thousand subscribers. Okay. So that's like automatically, that's weird. Like, there's a lot of people that are into this dude, surprisingly. And his views on his videos aren't like all that bad. I'm normal, you're extreme. Don't become an adult. There is no hope. Minimalism, my life in a backpack. Homie, you live your life in a backpack because you're constantly evading the authorities. What do you mean? He's turned around and made this seem like he's like, oh, this is by personal choice. It's not. Okay? You're living out of a backpack because you're running from the law, I suspect, right? He's going from fucking campground to campground. Let's see, don't become an adult.
The process of growing up and becoming an adult, as we know it today, is unnatural.
He said, YouTube has never allowed me to monetize my channel. Yeah, I wonder why, dude.
Slaves nowadays will call other people childlike or childish as an insult, implying that they never grew up. There is no such thing in nature. Besides the obvious hormonal physical development that we go through, which does also change.
He literally already addressed that, though. He said the hormonal physical development is like not important, right?
Our brain. This does slightly impact our character and attitude towards life, but overall we stay the same. What we define as childish behavior is being spontaneous, maybe...
Yeah, he has a course. You can pay 100 euros for 1 hour of Skype consultation. For what? Like best ways to do kidnappings? What is he consulting people on? We never really grow up. We only learn how to act in public. Brian White. Respect to anyone who's never fully broken by the system. Being an adult is a social construct, which means you're basically good, obedient taxpayer, aka a slave. When people say I'm childish and need to grow up, I just sit back and laugh at them being depressed slaves to a piece of paper. I remember when I went to a small village in Africa. Everyone there was so joyful and childlike. It was very refreshing to see such people. I don't believe that anyone with a fucking weeb, like lolly weeb avatar has ever like traveled, let alone traveled to an African country. Also, no, I don't think anyone says small village in Africa. You would just say which country you went to, right? Absolutely zero people thus far, after scrolling multiple times, has mentioned that this dude is a pedophile. That's weird. Hey Sverga, I'm a Christian and a believer in Christ, but I do really enjoy your videos and learn a lot from it too. Keep it up, bro. This content is so insightful. Holy shit. Thank you so much for sharing your not. Do you store your raw food products in a fridge or do you leave it at room temperature? I must say that I was skeptical in the beginning. Keep up the good work. You saved my life. Okay. Maybe this video is just like, you know, the classic like, oh, don't lose your childlike interest in creativity. Celebrity obsession in Hollywood programming. My YouTube accounts were hacked yesterday. Evo Pot Pie, thank you for the 5. Get the subs. When police arrive at his door, my YouTube accounts were hacked yesterday. Shrooms equals brain damage. What I eat in a day living in France. Danger is for pussies. Twin flames. Soulmates don't exist. Cars are for sissy little girls. Polyamory, a modern mental illness. You have no friends. Wait, let's see. What
with. It may be something as simple as a cup of coffee in the morning, eating junk food together, watching Hollywood movies, playing video games. This may sound normal to you, but it's not. The reason you don't have any friends is not because you didn't run into them yet. Unfortunately, most humans are incapable of being friends or friendly because most are depressed, bored of life, and all that they do is bathe together in their own misery. Once one of them stops the addiction, all of a sudden the other one doesn't want to spend as much time with them, or maybe...
That's just a self-report. I think like he literally lost all of his friends when he came out and was like, when he came out as a pedophile, I think like he lost the remaining friends he hadn't stabbed, I think, in the Latvian school that he stabbed all of his friends in. So that's what he's talking about. He's like, I made these lifestyle choices. Pedophile, question mark? Please don't debate whether or not this dude's a pedophile. He has an entire fucking... Oh, okay, he didn't know. Chat, what the fuck did I walk into?
Not at all.
Homie literally has an entire video dedicated to talking about how he literally said, and I quote, this man said, if you don't find 15-year-old girls attractive, you're mentally ill. He said that in the prior video that we watched.
Think about it. Do your hobbies, religions, or really any interests have something to do with friendships, which are based on caring, feelings, honesty, trust? Absolutely not. Just zero. You often hear people say,
his laughter is really like creepy too, like that.
this friend I used to have. If you used to have a friend, then you never had a friend to begin with, because friends are forever, so to speak. It's definitely not something that comes and goes. The deep underlying problem with any relationship nowadays is being closed-minded. If you think back to any arguments or fights that you ever had in your life with somebody close to you, then you will realize that almost all of them stem from being closed-minded. Being open-minded is the key to function.
Bro, this dude isn't just a pedophile. He's like an anti-vegan pedophile who stabbed 4 of his classmates. Okay? This is actually the most fucked up dude. Like one of the most fucked up dudes on the internet. Like unironically. I don't know if it goes, if it gets worse than this. Like the apex predator, quite literally and figuratively, of libertarians. Yes, the prime libertarian. He is the alpha prime. Man will literally see any criminal in the woods and say, "Thank you so much, you saved me." Yeah. Men will literally listen to a pedophile advocate who stabbed 4 of his classmates before going to therapy, dude. As long as they're fucking talking about raw meat or whatever the fuck Joe Rogan has advocated for. No, the comments are literally like, I'm so happy that you're doing this style of video again. You were always my favorite. I lost my friends when I quit alcohol, Lamau. Like, dude. Yesterday, we watched Transvestigations, okay? A group of individuals who are so permanently brain broken that they think everyone is trans. Okay, like literally, they think their close friends and family are trans. Like it's like this crazy mental illness that that they have been, you know, that they're dealing with, right? And those people also had YouTube videos. Those people also had YouTube videos where people in the comment section of said YouTube videos were agreeing with them. What is this? He's insane.
What's up, everybody? Last year I made a video of eating a 1-year-old egg. It's the same package. It's 2 years and 2 months old.
What? What? Why? His most insane video
What's
is...
up? What's up? You may not understand this because
Serial killers are the real heroes. Organ harvesting. What? No, dude. No. He's advocating for serial killers? No. That's too much. Why are we looking at the worst shit,
he
dude?
grew up
What
as a
the
slave,
fuck?
but the police are Satanists, whose job is to enslave you, protect the elite, and punish natural humans. I can
Oh my god. No. He's pro serial killer, dude. What the fuck? Homie is off. Homie is the president of the Willie Picton fan club. Oh my god. He says he's a psychopath and it's a good trait. He's been for a while on the internet.
3 years in prison here for trying to catch a duck. You know that you live in slavery when you're not allowed to hunt your own food. After a few years of doing the job, police officers get used to the illusion of power that they have and start beating up and raping their victims. Just because...
Wait, but he's pro rape. I guess he means like he's only pro statutory rape. Like he's pro pedophilia. So he's upset that police aren't doing enough of that. They're only doing it to like adults. We gotta have you on for videos one Sunday night and show you some more guys like this that are lesser known but even more crazy. One uses a hammer to tap on his face for look smaxing. Oh my god.
Because there will be little to no consequences for them. It's human nature. Why don't most of us do it? Not because we don't want to, but because we are afraid of the consequences that will...
I'm an advocate for keeping this dude's YouTube account up as a honeypot. You know what I mean? Like the FBI is like the International Police Agency should keep his fucking videos going. One, so they can keep a close eye on his whereabouts, obviously. And two, so that like they can investigate everyone that watches these unironically and write comments like, "Wow, Svaraga, you did it again. Serial killers are the best."
Will be enforced by other humans. It's slavery. Take any popular Hollywood movie and think about how the so-called bad and good guys are portrayed. The Marvel superhero movies are very popular nowadays. The so-called villains want to have total control and kill anybody who's in their way. That's the definition of human nature and exactly what the enlightened ones do. The so-called heroes want to protect society and keep us enslaved. Kill or imprison anybody who tries to disrupt the control system. They are basically super police and we celebrate them. A lot of sheeple
This guy is literally ANCAP. He is the most enlightened ANCAP I've ever met on the internet.
conspiracy theorists don't want to hear this. You call yourself
Sheeple.
a truther, but at the same time live a typical sheeple life watching Hollywood movies. You've been programmed like everybody else. The point is to get you into the mindset that killing, stealing, etc. is wrong, even though that's what the enlightened ones do because it's natural and they worship nature. That's the only way to be happy. They have built a perfect system for themselves where they can have human hunting parties, rape and torture dungeons, babies for breakfast, an unlimited supply of blood, which we donate to them without realizing it, and of course organ donations.
The family.
This guy's got a lot of good ideas, dude. I love this guy so much, I sometimes cry. There are many ways to be human. You have identified your enemy, and since you could not strangle him, you have chosen to join him. There's so much factual... Okay, at least in the pro serial killer video, the comments are overwhelmingly negative, it seems. So that's good. Stop. Turn it off before it converts me? What the fuck? He has a point. Morals are all man-made. Programming runs deep. Doesn't mean I personally want to be a fucking serial killer, but for real. Oh, this guy is on the... He's on the precipice. He's like, yeah, you're... My good sir, you're about to... How is this on YouTube? But every time you watch a Trump rally, I get a strike on the VOD channel. Yo, this is on YouTube, but YouTube demonetized my fucking video because I said, dear conservatives, gay people exist. Okay? YouTube is so fucked, all right? Naturally, humans are pack animals. I watched your vids, and I think you are the serial killer. Yeah, when my mother was dying, just had a question about the beef you've eaten. This guy is writing underneath about the beef he's eating. Bro, this is one... Listen, keep that to the raw meat videos, brother. You're writing this under a video where he's advocating for serial killers.
Is overwhelmed, and they go to hospitals thinking that they're going to get treatment, but the goal and objective is to get organs, especially if you're young. A little boy who got asthma attack on the 1st of April, and they wanted his organs, and his mother and father said no to that. So then they embarked on wanting to stop his treatment. It eventually became that he was...
Okay, this stuff is boring. I don't care about this.
Unstable and goes...
And transplanted into someone else. Every time a heart transplant was done, the donor is killed.
The words serial killer are synonymous with psychopath nowadays, which is basically somebody who's mentally ill, unstable, and goes against society.
Not him, though.
In nature, you're a hero. Being antisocial is a guarantee that you're sane if you agree with society, which is a man-made anti...
Oh my god. This guy literally is like, you know how fucking black pillars try to give suey fuel to like all the 4chan kids? Right? This guy is basically saying like, no, you should be a psychopathic serial killer. No, this is not a bit. I don't think it's a bit.
Nature construct, then you're insane. When there's a serial killer around, everybody panics and tries to find him or her. These are beings who follow their natural vampire instincts. Maybe they are malnourished, and that's why they break the man-made rules and drink blood and eat humans. We call them cannibals and monsters, but nothing that they do is in any way wrong, because there's no such thing. Nature actually celebrates their actions. Everything is incredibly twisted. Thanks for watching.
This guy is vanilla compared to Varg Vikernes, though. Yeah, Varg is just a Nazi, though. This guy has killed so many people. If this is legit, can raw meat make you bald? Looks like he lost all of his hair across his vids. Vegans for the win. This guy was a RuneScape PvP legend and my idol back in 2007 before there was a face to the name. Little kid me is sad. What? Bro, I swear to God, investigate everyone that's played RuneScape. Yeah, and yes, that includes Austin as well, okay? What the fuck, dude? There's something wrong with every motherfucker, dude. I swear to God.
The business of smuggling.
Infamous Children of the Most Dangerous Drug Lords is what I was going to watch yesterday, and I'm really excited to